Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Something on my mind that has some possibility of delivering us from some of the darkness, I hope at least. This is why I'm here at this moment in time, to perhaps share that with you. You see, I'm convinced that the American public is going to have to be convinced that they have a responsibility to one another, and people have a responsibility to one another in general. They must know that the suffering of the world is the responsibility of the world, and the world must fix it. The Master God, we must always remember, has supplied to the humans. The God has provided for humans with all that they will ever need. Every resource has already been provided. Now, the missing ingredient are human compassion, responsibility, selflessness, empathy, things of this nature. That's what's missing. But evil is alive and evil is well. Haiti and all of these other countries that's hanging around the border, they represent other nations. And that says to all of us that we, the people of the world, are responsible for the people throughout the world. In other words, the human race has a responsibility of sustaining itself. I don't know if you've ever thought about that, but I'd like to share something that might help you understand. There was once a man and there was once a woman. They lived together, and they lived the best and the only life they knew. They started having sex, and children were produced. Responsibility, my friends, increased. More food was needed, more everything. Now, some things were done by the man, some things were done by the woman. The family grew more, from 3 to about 8. The responsibility, though, was the same, but much greater. Then the family grew to 21. Responsibility much greater. Stress and strain much less. Why? Because time had allowed growth. The children now could aid mom. Others could aid dad. And as more food was needed, additional hands were available to help. As more space for living, more space for everything, education and health care, everyone benefits. All of the family benefit, and everyone plays a role. And they are doing that which they like doing, that which they like doing best. And they receive all kinds of benefits due to the one career that they contribute. Now, this family grows. And yes, it grows having sex with one another, incest, an act that took place until it grew out of it. It continued. Now, the responsibility increased. However, the system that has worked still works. And so as the hundreds turned to thousands, and the thousands turned to millions, and the millions turned to billions, the same system designed from the beginning to meet the needs, the wants, and desires of the people, beginning with 1, with 2, with 3, with 8, and 8 billion. It still works. It invites continuously respecting the resources of the earth, created and owned and extended to the humankind, extended to us by an invisible power, to a people that benefits personally and collectively. A public playing the most major role in producing in abundance of all the goods and services they imagined into existence by a career force chosen themselves for the love of the career. Now, as the family grows, they spread to 7 continents of this earth. In time, taking on the effect of the geography and other physical conditions that alter their broad family features to those unique to the region. Nevertheless, we are one family, living in a space to do our will, as guided by the will to live heavenly or hellishly. To this, there is nothing like money, which is used to separate and divide family members and create hate and evil between them. No, this is not needed. All we need is a love of what we do in the process of making peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and our dreams coming true. Is one another, one family, using the resources that God has given us to live to our fullest extent. We don't need any lies, no cheating, no stealing. We don't even need people like dictators trying to tell us what to do. We are led by a spirit of love. Hope that helps you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.